Hello, it's Ryan from 2minutetennis.net, and in this video, I'm going to give you one simple tip to copy from the Roger Federer service motion. Now, this video is courtesy of Essential Tennis. Thanks, guys, for allowing me to use this footage. Let's check out the video, and then I'll come back here to demonstrate.
So I want you to pay close attention to his right hand and his racket when his hand gets to shoulder height. So Federer's hand is at shoulder height right now, and his strings are pointing down. Now watch the move that he makes with his racket and his right hand. See that move where the strings are facing down? And it's called a hand wiggle, where here, the strings are still facing down. Usually, amateur players who struggle with their serve go palm up in this position. I'm going to show you this move back in front of the camera and how you can practice it. You can practice it with a ball in the throat of the racket. You can practice it while wearing a birthday hat, both of which I'm going to show you. But I just want you to look at this move over and over again. How it's like he's saluting. He's bringing his right hand in toward his head. That is the exact move that is going to cure a palm up serve or a slow serve, a serve where you feel like you can't get much spin. This move, where he's bringing the racket from slightly below his hand, you can see this, the tip of his racket is slightly below his hand, to slightly above his hand. But all the while, the strings are facing down. His racket's moving at this angle. So his racket is going from below his hand to above his hand, but he's turning the racket in toward his head with his strings pointing down. This is a vital move, and I'm going to show you exactly how to practice it.
Now, the first thing you can do to practice this is no racket and just salute and just feel what it's like to have your palm facing down making this move. You can even take a tennis ball and with your hand on the ball, get a little closer here, with your hand on the ball, Coach Ryan, with your hand on the ball, just turn with your palm down, just turn so you can read the words on the tennis ball. So you turn it away from you and then you turn it toward you. You just want to feel what it's like to make this little hand wiggle. You can also do it by putting the racket in your hand and just learning this move, just by turning the racket away from you and then toward you. You can practice it with a ball in the throat of the racket. When Federer brings his hands up, he's very synchronized where the arms come up at a similar time, right? His arms come up at a similar time. Yes, he leads with the ball, but they come up at a similar time. When his hand was around shoulder level, you saw his racket go from below his hand to above his hand, but the string stayed facing down. From the back, it looks like this. This move right here. Racket below, slightly below my hand, racket slightly above my hand, but the strings facing down the whole time. It's important when you do this, by the way, that your elbow is not pointing down, but rather you want your elbow pointing back, almost like you're resting your head on a countertop, right? So my elbow is back and I'm making this move. This is why it's so important that you practice with a birthday hat. Go out and get a birthday hat. I mean, I feel like every month I have to make one of these videos. I feel like I'm driving home and I'm thinking, man, it's been a while since I made a birthday hat video, so I have to make another one. Because this really is the best way to practice your serves on the court while actually serving, not just at home, but on a tennis court, to give you the instant feedback that you're making this little hand wiggle that we just saw Federer make. So Roger Federer, when his racket makes this move, his racket would knock off a birthday hat during the serve. You can practice it with a mirror. Take a handheld mirror, palm is down, and just make this move and keep the palm down the whole time. Keep the mirror pointing down the whole time. You don't want to go palm up. You don't want to be going across your feet and immediately getting your strings pointing up. It really limits the circular swing that you need to copy from the pros, from Roger Federer, in order to hit your best serves. If you're a coach, please go out and get a pack of birthday hats. If you're a parent, get a pack of birthday hats for your child. And if you're a player looking to improve your serve, there really isn't a better serve to copy than Roger Federer. He's got one of the highest ace totals of all time, gorgeous service motion, but he makes this little tiny move. I'm telling you, this move right here where the palm stays down and the strings stay down as he makes this little hand wiggle, beginning the racket coming in over the head, and then he knocks the birthday hat off and he hits an amazing serve. Practice this move, the Roger Federer hand wiggle, on your serve, and there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.